right. Let's get this going. Make sure. Oh, we've got our Rebirth Festival coming out with Verde. So, and they are going to do a package here, it seems, for Boltwing. I kind of figured they would. Like I said, that's their trend usually with their light and their darks. We can get everything else out there in the game, but those ones usually you can pay for. Be interesting. Those ones might be a $25 package this time around. I don't know. I didn't look. But if you guys are out there, so let me cover this one because this one's not a bad Astromon to get. And look, he got overtaken by one Astromon here. You can definitely see not too many people are competing on here. How many days are left though? 6 days. You know what's funny is I think if I dedicated the next 6 days to running, I could catch this and beat this. Just out of nowhere for fun. But they might see that and get scared and start building up. So I don't know. It's not exactly a high priority on my list, but definitely could be done. But so the reason why I bring up the 4-star Rebirth Festival that's coming up, Verde, is the where let's go my 6-star light here. This is Druides. So the reason why you would want to do this definitely for this 4-star Rebirth Festival is Druides. You guys are seeing me use her in Arena specifically for the SP Siphon skill. So attack Siphon 30% of the enemy's SP. So this Astromon I've built because specifically for this. This also goes into the Champion PvP one as well. Having this SP drain for those hidden Astromon is 100% why it is I can suggest building her. The budget build of let's see, let's just do fire. The budget build of Light Druidess in this aspect is not Succubus, but where is she? Fire Mona is it, but she only reduces it by 20%. So Druidess does a little bit more here. Obviously, you could super evolve, Fire Mona here as well to get this. Her attack down, let's double check with her passive, can go up to an 80% if you book her correctly. Or book her, actually, excuse me. So you can get her up to 80%. So this Astromon's actually not too bad, especially for PvP in that aspect. But once again, this is only on her attack. So you wouldn't necessarily be using her active skill in PvP for this. This can be used as well for bosses. This is not just a PvP thing. Again, just to kind of go back to the conversation in the game as a whole, this can actually be out there against bosses to reduce their ability to use SP. So having SP drain is worthwhile. Again, Light Druidess here's a little bit on the good side as well because she has a passive heal for all allies, so she kind of fits into this to 10% of max HP. And again, just to going on what we've talked about then for gemming purposes, right? If I was to use Druidess out in PvE, so against those bosses, using the SP Siphon here, this is 10% of your own max HP. So once again, you would want to do as many gems into not attack percent obviously that I have here, but as many HP percent, and you would want to do the HP percent gem for this to get the 20% health on here. This is not necessarily someone I would do SP Siphon gems just because this heal, getting her heal up all the time, it would be up into debate. It could be something that you could do, but you definitely want to not spread it out like I have done on here, and I've done it just because. You would want to just do as much HP as possible to maximize the amount she's going to heal. Again, this is also with the same with PvP. I've only spread out her stuff. Again, the arguable here is we probably should do... I should probably swap this gem out for this HP percent. And this defense is okay. This is just reducing how much damage she takes, right? We could come down here, and here's a HP percent. Let's see if we can find a better substat on HP percent, and I don't have one. So out of the two that I have here, I would probably just take the crit rate percent chance on here to swap this out. So Druidess here, light is really good. You guys see me use her quite often with some of the content. The other one, do I even have her? There she is. The other one, the Dark Riz Druidess, is an attacker. She is good because she has sap. It's only 80% chance, but it's all right. And the 80% chance to silence is kind of meh. She is a little low on the attack side, but the chance to sap is still kind of a worthwhile on her. Again, she's mediocre for an attack Astromon as far as her attack stat is for a 4-star. To give you, again, a comparison, this is, yes, super evolved, but this is a Nat-born 4-star Mona. Actually, we can just do this. She has 3,300 base as a Nat 4 versus Druidess is only 2,800. You can kind of see the comparison in statistics as far as technically who is the better Astromon, but still, Dark Druidess is not bad. There's still some fun I can, using her and whatnot, and doing a sap type of attack on her is on that. But those are the two for the light and the dark. I don't necessarily go out and use the other two, but at least I wanted to cover why you would probably want to get the definitely pull out and try and pull for the dark or excuse me, light Druidess, my bad. Do light Druidess for your pulls, just to have her for the both PvE and PvP abilities there. So hopefully, if you're out there farming for the capture festivals every month, you should have a bunch of 4-stars built up. On top of that, with the hero festival coming up, if you guys are going to be doing pulls from there, you're going to be grabbing some 4-stars out of there as well. So definitely utilize those and try and get some light Druidesses for your team compositions that are out there. So I'll do, well, what time is it? Yeah, let's actually go back because we're going to have that reset here. Let me just get some stuff bought for my Nez Pass. Let's see what's in here. Sure. And this is another thing I wanted to point out from yesterday's conversation that I had with y'all about the change to the dungeon. The other reason why I just to kind of put a nail in the coffin, so to speak, right? So let's pick really quick an Astromon. Let's say, again, my 4-star here, right? So I need to ascend this Astromon, right? So I need these materials later on. So let's say I didn't have that. Well, once you get to the certain part in the in the game, once you hit the certain level, you can just stone fuse. Okay, so you can literally convert all of these and move them up for the high materials that you see here, right? So once again, increasing the rewards when you have a system in place that lets me convert the lower into the higher into here. Now, the conversion rate is arguably, it's a little bit high. You need 10 for one, and then you need 10 for one again. So going from low to high is a little bit steep of a cost, but this is already in place to help you get those materials for that. So once again, the problem isn't getting the elemental stones. It's literally, and I know I'm beating, I'm beating a dead horse here, so to speak, but the problem is 100%. It is not the elemental stones, and anyone who honestly complains that it is, I mean, I guess just doesn't want to go in and farm the materials. That's all. So it's just one of those things that I forgot to mention yesterday, that we already have a way to literally go farm the lower levels, and get that material a lot quicker to be able to convert. So you don't have to deal with, like, for instance, right now we're running 4 rounds. How many waves of these do I have to kill to get up there? You could go fight the very first level, and again, it's not, I wouldn't say it's energy efficient, but you could go farm the first floor, and it's literally 2 rounds. It's this round here, so you'd fight only 1 wave here, and then you'd go fight the boss. You're running that in less than 20 seconds, right? And so as the time kind of runs up, as you add up the time, you can technically run that quicker than me running through here with 4 fully evolved Astromon, 4 gemmed out Astromon, and this is taking me 53 seconds to run this, and I got 4 of these stones. In that time, I could have gotten enough to convert probably 2 of these, get 2 of these stones on there. And it just depends on how many stones that you get each time. So once again, the math is one of those things going back and forth. I'm not saying to go do that. I'm just saying that is still an option you could do, right? So again, it baffles me on decisions that end up getting made sometimes in some of these games too. Unfortunately, they don't make sense, and it's like, where did you get the idea that was the solution to the problem? that's all. So, but I'll end that there. Once again, kind of refocus the conversation, I guess, back onto. Still going to be excited to hopefully next. It should be next week. We'll get to see the update. So we'll get Boltwing out. I need to look at each Boltwing specifically and see if I am going to super evolve any of them. I know Mocha had mentioned in a comment a couple dailies back about where Light Boltwing, I believe it was, is used. So I'll have to take a look at that. And just kind of see. Good there. Let's just jump into here. And then we've got of course, the 14 battle system in. Again, don't know if that's actually going to be by battling people or just really hard Astromon. I could see it honestly going both ways, kind of being a dimensional dungeon or being like a Tower of Chaos thing, only, like they've mentioned, you're going to keep your HP and your SP each turn. So the only thing I can think about that, again, looking at the game's mechanics, the SP gems. And you guys see it when I clear wave after wave, like your SP builds up. So unfortunately, the way I see them like doling out this update is you'll have your SP, but we're going to be fighting things once again 3 times or 2 times or double our levels, right? So 2 times our level. So things at level 120. So you're not going to one-shot them with the SP. And unfortunately, that's just the way they've taken the game. So it's not going to be like this, where if I hit auto here, right, I'm going to build up my SP, be able to go, all right, I'm going to make this decision, right? So I'm just going to use Mona here. Mona clears this wave. Well, look, she gets her SP back. So in the dimensional rift, right, we don't have that ability that our SP builds up per round, because the things have so much health as we go, round per round. And that's all right, but again, not to sound like I'm complaining, but it's just that's like poor design to me, to be like, all right, well, this stuff's all just going to be level 120 again, and have fun with that. Because again, I think the game too, it does need to kind of switch it up a little bit and give us a more variety in the teams that we can build. So if you want to build a SAP team, you can build, that OP SAP build to go in through it. That's my only real complaint I have of the dimensional dungeon is, once again, you get to the boss and it's just like, I'm immune to everything. So all the effort that you took to get up to the boss, it was like, well, my team is useless. And what do what else are we expecting besides having to just use 4 Drakars for our teams to actually get through stuff? So, but I digress. So bringing it back here. So again, you guys see me using Druides on this fight specifically. So we have SP. He comes out full SP. all I have to use is Druidus to attack, and it reduces him down to 70%, so I don't have to worry about him. And we're just going to go over here and get rid of Light Valkyrie. And now all I have to worry about is his attack, which obviously hurt there, but we should be able to stun and deal with the problem here. So let's cut down Water Persephone because she can heal. And we're just going to auto this for the Light Persephone that I'm totally not jealous that this guy has. There's still technically 2 Astromon that I think I would be complete with the game. I'd be like, all right, I'm good. And that would be Light Artemis and what was my other one? I have another one. It was another lighter Dark Astromon if I remember right, but it's not coming to my head at the moment, so. But again, that is the power of having those SP Siphon Astromon on you. And again, for budget builds, our Fire Mona is the Astromon to go with on that. So I need to get out there and farm a little bit more and actually get that weekly done. And what do we got? Ascend complete. Like I said, I'm already a week behind on that, so I got to get my button gear for the rest of the month on that one. We got daily, 6 more days. And Astromon League. So we will get those done in due time. I need to make sure I'm paying attention to this. We have the 23rd, so that's going to be we have a whole nother week for this, but I still need to 3 more purchases here. A couple more battles. Ascend, Evolve, Elemental Dungeon. Week 3, what do we got? We just clicked on week 3. And then week 7 we have Fire, Super Evolution materials, and all of that. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily. Happy hunting.